So coming to York means only one thing for me and my son. It's to come to York Railway Museum, and here we are. We're just opposite or next to the Evening Star train, which is here. But check this out. How cool does this train look? So the Evening Star was actually the last ever steam locomotive built by British Railways, and this one was built in 1960. So this locomotive here is actually the biggest ever built in Britain, the KF7. Nearly you said KFC then. KF7. How cool does the train look? It's massive. In comparison, the size of me, in comparison to this. I'm just as big as the wheels.
They've actually not just thought about the fact that it's got
So just in the background there you can see the Shinkansen, which is the bullet train. I did go on that previously. I was going to go back in it again, but if you haven't seen the previous York Train Museum video, check that out on my channel. I'll put it at the end of this video anyway. But yeah, that's the fast train. I think they've built another one after that that's even faster. Awesome. So obviously in the background there you can see there's an Intercity 125 high-speed train, and on the other side there's an EM1 done by British Railways. Nice. Let's check this one out. And as I come round here, just behind where the Pullman car topaz was from 1913, which is just right there, there are some wagons, trucks and wheels over this side from the 1800s, so I'll just show you those now. So the earliest thing that's here is the Hun truck, which is round about the 1560s. But as we go along, it sort of goes up in the years. You've got the 1750s and the 1825s when the railway started, and Stockton and Darlington. So you got your tracks there, then you got a tramway wagon over here from the early 19th century, as you can see there, and then you got a tramway truck, and the wheels that I mentioned a moment ago, the Blenkinsop wheels of 1812. But then you've got other wagons there, as well as this, very much like Stephenson's rocket, but slightly bigger chimney there, primitive, but this was actually built in 1829. Yeah, you've got the third class wagons there, the second and first class here, and there's some carriages here from the 1834, which are second class cabins. See if I can show you inside. Don't know if it's too dark. Not entirely sure if you could see there. It might be might be dark, you know. So yeah, that's from the 1834. That. So I'll head back round and I'll walk around this Class 84 that we can see here. And I'll go around the other side and see that train we were just seen a minute ago. Not entirely sure if this was here the last time I came or not. I know they've had a bit of a change around, because there's the Mallard over there, and here used to be the Duchess of Hamilton, which is now being moved somewhere else. I'll have to go and try and find that out, because that is one of my favourite trains, to be honest. Obviously the Mallard is sort of close second, but it's always a Duchess Hamilton. I just like the look of it. But there's the Prince William there, Class 47. So this is the Mallard, and it's obviously an iconic train in itself. I think it was 1938 that it beat the a world speed record of 126 miles an hour. But obviously it is a very iconic train. I'll take you on the front so you can have a look around the front as well. There's an actual little thing there that tells you, yeah, 126 miles an hour in 1938, 3rd of July, for a speed traction, a Mallard. I'll just take you around the front. You see that? And take you around the side. So here it is. This is my favourite train in the entire place of the York National Railway Museum. It is this train right here, the Duchess of Hamilton. I think it's just, is it just shiny? Is it just me? The colours, I just think it stands out. Obviously the Mallard stands out as well when you look at all these different trains. But for me, this one stands out a mile for me. Let's go and check it out. So here we've got like what looks like an early 1800s train here, locomotive, with a large copper dome there. Wonder what that copper thing is called on the top of there. Let's have a look and see what the name of the train is down here. Copper knob. There's a large copper knob on the top of there. Sorry, I'm childish. I'm nearly 50. I should grow up, but I find stuff like that funny. So there you have, copper knob. Moving swiftly forward, over here is the rocket. Stephenson's rocket. Obviously this is a replica, but this is another one that started everything off back in 1829. Now, as you can see, this one's, as I say, is a replica from 1938. If you go to the Shildon one, I believe they've got another replica there, and I think it might have been built in the 1970s, and you can actually get on it. There's like a carriage towards the back. Obviously it's slightly different, the one at Shildon, but there is a little wagon that sort of sits behind, and you can fit quite a few people in there, and it goes up and down the tracks. But yeah, this is one of the ones that started everything off. But also on my channel, if you look, Stephenson's rocket, search for that, you'll see there's a gentleman that basically talks about all the different valves and pistons and all the workings, and obviously the chimney and the firebox and all of these pedals and whatnot, and obviously what this is for right back here. So if you're interested in that, check that out. I'll put a link in the description anyway, so you can click on that and check that out. It's a great video to watch and listen to him describe just every little detail of the actual rocket itself. Let's go and check some more out, shall we? So we've had a little wander around the actual museum part. We will have a little bit of more of a look over there to see the other little bits we've missed out. We're just going to head into the north shed and show you that. It is on my previous video, but I'll just show you it again anyway. For those that haven't seen that, we'll have a quick look around just in here. So in the last video that I did in regards to the York National Railway, I kind of rushed through this sort of section and flashed by and didn't really sort of fully take everything in. But there's just so much actually in here. Is it 50,000 items or something like that in here? Ranging from obviously the furniture that used to be in there, the clocks, the signs, the sort of the cutlery and the plates and bowls, all of the signage, lights, signals. It's just immense, and all the little figures and models such as St. Patrick's ship there. A nice little self-service ticket machine. I didn't actually see this last time. Everything's done online now, isn't it? Unfortunately, it should have places where it just brings back all of the old style stuff. Everything just seems to be all mobile based and stuff like that, and you go to these like railways and it always has the new style tech, and you just kind of want that oldie worldy, like Leeming Bar, that sort of thing. You want the sort of the 1920s or earlier sort of feel to the place. I think it just makes it like a railway journey a lot better, just for me anyway. But I think when it's got like technology, it loses a bit. Anyway, let's go and check this D unit down here. So we just passed the Deltic there, we were just up there. Last time we came, it was actually the Flying Scotsman with that, which was actually situated in that little spot. So it's nice that they change things around, so it's not always the same every time you come. There's always different things. Like here we've got a GWR diesel rail car, a number 4. Very nice, from 1934. But it's just amazing how much stuff they've got here. You could spend hours and hours here if you really looked at every single item that's here. Obviously you've got all of these signs and whatnot. And obviously everything seems to does seem to change all the time, just to make it interesting. So there's some Flying Scotsman carriages just here, and we're going to go around here, and there's loads of display cases with all sorts of furniture, silverware, and sort of all the history of the railway. So let's go and check it out, shall we? Tyne-and-Wear Metro there. Been on that line many a time into the city. But yeah, there's just all sorts of like different sort of designs and models of different trains, and obviously you can see inside this particular one all the different bells from various years from 1908. All the busts of various important people. But as you can see on the wall, you've got the signs and stuff back there, but then you've got all of these plaques here of various railway companies of England, Scotland and Ireland. Different place names up there. And we've got like railway models here. Then the actual seating that was on the trains. Probably a lot more comfortable one though, with what we've got now. But when it comes to the Railway Museum itself, and especially the North Shed, I think the camera doesn't do it justice. Obviously I'm just walking around and I'm showing you little bits and pieces here. I don't want to film everything because obviously you need to be here to see it for yourself. But there's just so much. Obviously you got like a little test track here, all the signals, all the different place names up here, as well as like chamber pots, if you want to see a chamber pot. But yeah, there's just all these different things, and you've got these little booths to give you a bit more information. It just seemed to have finished. But yeah, there's all these signals and things. I mean, just in this little shed itself, you could easily spend at least 2 hours just seeing all the individual things from the models, ships, and obviously the glassware, the stained glass windows, all of the sort of branded items that are here. Around here's all the more models, which I'll show you in a second. But there is just so much. If you're ever in York, get yourself down here and come and check it out. I guarantee you'll enjoy it. And it's free of charge. Anyway, let's have a look at this. So as you can see there, that's Japan's Shinkansen or bullet train, built in 1976, that goes 130 miles an hour. Now the people that built this were a bit worried, not that it would start, but it wouldn't stop. Bit of a scary thought. But 130 miles an hour in 1976 is pretty fast when you consider HSTs in this country go 125, but obviously nowadays trains in Japan go a lot faster. So as you can see here, we've got the Channel Tunnel construction locomotive here from 1989, and over here we've got the muck truck. Nice. So that was the National Railway Museum here in York. It's been great to have a look and see all the different changes recently. I'm just above the Mallard, which is just here. The Duchess of Hamilton, which is just over there. They're two of my favourites of this particular museum. If you've been here since the change, let us know in the comments and let me know what you thought of the place. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up, comment, and let you know what you think, what other places you think are great, and consider subscribing. It's completely free of charge and it helps me out. It pushes my videos out there and helps me make videos such as this and more. Anyway, take care of yourselves and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.